eventually the opposing side would send up their scout plane, and somebody eventually had the idea of taking up a pistol to fend them off, and then a rifle, and eventually they mounted machine guns on these airplanes. Like in the 1.5 Strutter, you see the gunner was in the rear, firing behind the airplane. The Newport had its machine gun mounted on top of the upper wing, firing over the propeller because they hadn't figured out how to fire through the propeller. Tony Foker had a Rhino Platts designed what was known as the synchronization gear, or the interrupter gear, that actually timed the machine gun with the engine. So no matter when the blade came in front of the barrel, it automatically interrupted the firing of the machine gun. Now you 1.5 Strutter of the SE-5 as they get cranked around. Now they've spotted them. The Red Baron going after the British machines, and now Captain Eddie, the Newport 28, is going to take on the other triplane solo. Let's see who's going to win this afternoon's dogfight here in Geneseo. Front and center right now, the triplane and the Newport 28. These two machines would have seen combat in World War I. How would they fare against each other? Well, the triplane could certainly outmaneuver the Newport 28. The Newport 28 could certainly outrun the triplane. So a lot of it depended, as it does now, on the pilot's ability. It looks like the Newport's getting the bead on the Fokker DR-1 triplane. Off to our right, the British machines now realize they've got the Red Baron on their tail. It is not a good position to be in. High overhead, the Newport 11, or Newport 17, I believe, providing cover up there at altitude. Most of the World War I airplanes you see flying today are reproduction machines. They are built like the original, sometimes using steel tubing for the fuselage, as opposed to the original wood and wire construction. Coming down a little bit lower and lower, the 1.5 Strutter, the SE-5 with the red triplane on its tail, high up above the Newport 28, closing the gap on the other triplane.
Tristan, look up. Look way up.
They're so close.
It's like a scene out of Howard Hughes' Hell's Angels, doesn't it, Charlie? One of the great World War I aviation movies of all time.
Yeah, those marvelous motors high in the sky. They didn't put it back in proper context. Just making a record of it.
The 1.5 Strutter taxing right up here, front and center. They have surrendered, and here they are, ladies and gentlemen, from the Great War Flying Museum, doing a tremendous job, as usual, and dressed in superior garb from World War I. Great job, guys.
Oh boy, look at this, and look at how he's dressed, boys and girls. Dressed as they were in World War I. They actually wore these high boots that because a lot of them belong to the cavalry. And what we have throughout the
Red Baron.
What do you say? I don't know what.